Imagine you're at Disneyland. It's 8:58 p.m., and you have a warm, sugary churro in your hand that you just bought fresh from the stand. You're surrounded by your friends, family, and people who are just laughing and smiling. Then, just as soon as the clock strikes 9, the music gets louder. The fireworks zip into the air, exploding and shimmering and fizzling in the sky. You stand there, in awe, your mouth gaping, and some churro bits falling out onto the pavement. This is how I felt when I realized I could change the world. I know it's cliche, but it's so true. When I was in high school, I remember sitting in the back of my freshman biology class, not paying attention as much as I should have. Biology wasn't an interesting topic to me. Instead, I doodle away at my tattered up notebook while my teacher lectured on and on about anaphase. I didn't ever have the desire to come to that class, but one day, something changed. I was in the middle of doodling these aliens in a UFO when out of the corner of my eye, I noticed two figures quietly enter the room. They got everyone's attention and began introducing themselves and explained why they were there. It turns out they were peer teachers in the Anti-Defamation League, where they went around and talked about peace, the 6 pillars of character, combating prejudices, and raised awareness for bullying. I sat up in my chair, intrigued. They explained how they would visit our class every month. From that day on, I was excited to go on to that day of biology class. What particularly stood out to me about ADL was the bullying aspect. 77% of students admitted to being a victim of bullying, and it shocked me. I didn't know how to respond because I genuinely thought that kids got along and that everyone knew how to treat one another with kindness and respect. However, that is not the case. The looming issue at hand is that there is a strong correlation between bullying and suicide. Here in the United States, suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death in young adults. Every now and then, there are news stories about young kids committing suicide, anywhere from their appearance to their sexuality. I'm passionate about this topic because I don't like seeing others getting hurt, and I firmly believe in acceptance of one another. That is why, if I could change the world, I would prevent bullying. I'm accepting that I can't just snap my fingers and change the world, but I strongly believe that if programs similar to ADL are developed, we will have a big shot at preventing bullying. Bullying can start as early as the age of 3. So I think that the program that ADL presents to freshmen in high school should be made appropriate for kids in kindergarten or elementary school. I believe that teaching young kids about kindness, peace, acceptance, and raising awareness for bullying is important, so that if bullying were ever to occur, they would have an idea of how to react to the situation. I would compare the program to a drill where students are taught how to react if there was ever a fire, natural disaster, a bus accident, or a school lockdown. If the kids are given these tools of knowledge, they'll get a sense of preparation of how to react. Indeed, there is no one perfect solution. Obstacles stand in the way or questions are raised. For example, in class, we had to walk around and read each other's logic model ideas and propose questions we had about the topic or inquired factors they should consider when giving their speech. The questions I received were, how would you approach online bullying? And were these programs going to be presented in college? And my answer to those questions is that I believe that if children are exposed to the program early on, there would be little to no cyberbullying or no point to repeat the program in college. However, if bullying is still a huge issue after the program, then I believe that other measures will need to be taken. Perhaps we could add an ADL class as a required course, once more in high school and once more in college. Consequently, I know that no solution is perfect, but I believe that this will positively affect the bully statistics.